And
I think if you run, for a political, seat or anything, I don't see. Now I'm kind of torn on this. I almost want to say you shouldn't be paid. But then I look at the other side, because that would lead to way more corruption.
Right, if you're not paid.
So it's just like, but it would also, kind of limit the pool of who would want, to actually get into politics. Maybe we'd actually get some people in there that, actually cared about making the country better.
Well, that's the problem. You're not going to get people in that. I mean, there's obviously, I think there is people that do join for the right reasons, but they can't join as in get elected for the right reasons. But there's just so much other fat and meat and rot to wade through to be able to enact and change things. And then you have to think that even some of these people that are elected have bad ideas that probably shouldn't go through.
Okay, I'm revising my thought now. Yes, they should be paid, but they shouldn't be allowed to fundraise in order to run their campaigns.
That's a big problem. Taking money
that's
out
where a lot of the promises get made.
I think that if anybody had the answer to that, everybody would get behind it. But I honestly don't know what the answer to that would be, because I don't like to keep on complaining about something without trying to think of how to fix it. How do you fix that situation?
Eliminate money from campaigns. Just make political fundraising not a thing. Make it
well, how do you have commercials? And you have to have no commercials.
No commercials.
So how would you get your name out there?
Internet.
Internet. All right.
Any other questions?
Not at this time.
Okay, fair enough. I don't know. I think it's a good idea.
I mean, I obviously think it's a good idea.
Obviously, you can't just shut it off. You're gonna have to start by putting a cap, and then probably
that everybody should have an equal playing field when it comes to politics. It shouldn't be the amount of money that you can raise that gives you more commercials and
that's what
outlets. I'm saying. And but how do you get around that? Because that money has to be there in the first place.
Not if you're not allowed to fundraise. You think something's in the fireplace again?
Yes. I just heard a squeak, like a mouse or something.
I don't know. I think that one kind of sounded like a bird.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's something in the fireplace again.
You hear it?
I hear something, but I think it's a bird up top this time. Right. This wasn't like the hissing from the snake thing.
Right.
I'm pretty sure it was a snake. Anyway. And kind of lost where we're at.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there was we had one video in particular last week did fairly well, we'll say. Do you have any idea? Well, because
it was weird because it seemed like that video got like more than triple to double to triple the views that we would normally get.
I think it was even more than that.
Okay, and it was I don't know specifically why that video got more than the others, because they were all basically the same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
But then again, if you think about it, I will
say that the thumbnail on that one in particular was awesome.
Okay, there was a thing. Well, that's because you were the judge.
Yes.
But there was one thing that I thought about it, and now we're getting into basically maybe YouTube analytics when we're talking about this.
Okay.
It was a question. the title of the, or I don't know if the title of the video, but within the thumbnail there was a question. It was like, why care?
Yeah.
So maybe people were thinking that they were gonna get an explanation. I don't know what was. I don't remember what was in the video, but an explanation on why we should care about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, and maybe a conversation about that.
And I mean, that goes to the thing that, you know, if you're watching a YouTube video in order to realize why you should care or not care, I mean, I don't understand. Do a little research and form your own opinion.
And then you had, I think one of our other better videos was another question. It was about, what was that, the cryptocurrency thing?
Oh, Luna. Terra Luna?
Yeah, that was, I believe that was a question as well.
Yeah.
What happened to Terra Luna?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe we're grabbing people's attention in the thumbnail by having the title of it be a question.
Yeah, possibly. I wonder how many people don't even read titles and just look at the thumbnails.
I do not.
Yeah, I don't either, but I'm sure that there are people who do that.
Right. I think maybe people want to learn about something, and if they see a question on a thumbnail, they're more likely to go for it and see if that answer can be questioned, if it's a legitimate question.
If you believe that is true, let us know down in the comments below. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Because that is the one thing that I noticed. Because our other videos, they did not get as many hits. But the ones that we have questions, like the titles or questions, those seem to appear like the ones that we get the most hits off of.
Yeah, I can't remember what I titled that particular video, but I almost don't think it was a question.
Which one? The one that the Amber Heard Johnny Depp one?
Yeah.
The question was in.
It was in the thumbnail.
It was in the thumbnail.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, I do not read the titles on the videos. I read.
That's what I said. Who reads? Or I mean, I wonder how many people don't read the titles. Just look at the thumbnails.
Oh yeah, I just look at the thumbnail.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So.
I don't see the title at all, to be honest with you.
I've been wasting my time with titles and descriptions.
I do
Thank you for making my life feel worth it.
I do think descriptions, keywords and titles and descriptions matter when it comes to with the YouTube algorithm, but I do not think it has actually anything to do with the people physically touching it.
Yeah.
So people are more likely to see it because of the algorithm, but they're more likely to actually hit the button and watch it because of the thumbnail.